NVIDIA's next-gen AI chips are here. You can now delete your Threads profile without nuking your Instagram account. And Zelle may refund your money if you were scammed. It's Tuesday, November 14th, and this is Engadget Today. The latest tech news with a bit of tranquility with your morning coffee. NVIDIA has launched its next generation of AI supercomputer chips that will likely play a large role in future breakthroughs in deep learning and large language models like OpenAI's GPT-4. The technology represents a significant leap over the last generation and is poised to be used in data centers and supercomputers, working on tasks like weather and climate prediction, drug discovery, quantum computing, and more. The key product is the HGX H200 GPU based on NVIDIA's Hopper architecture, a replacement for the popular H100. NVIDIA's other key product is the GH200 Grace Hopper superchip that marries the HGX H200 GPU and ARM-based NVIDIA Grace CPU using the company's NVLink C2C interlink. It's designed for supercomputers to allow scientists and researchers to tackle the world's most challenging problems by accelerating complex AI and HPC applications running terabytes of data. The GH200 will be used in 40-plus AI supercomputers across global research centers, system makers, and cloud providers. And perhaps the biggest Grace Hopper supercomputer will be Jupiter, located at a facility in Germany, which will become the world's most powerful AI system when it's installed in 2024. NVIDIA says Jupiter will help aid scientific breakthroughs in a number of areas, including climate and weather prediction, generating high-resolution climate and weather simulations with interactive visualization. It'll also be employed for drug discovery, quantum computing, and industrial engineering. Many of these areas use custom NVIDIA software solutions that ease development but also make supercomputing groups reliant on NVIDIA hardware. Meta is continuing to slowly untangle some aspects of Threads from Instagram. Instagram head Adam Mosseri said in an update that Threads users are now able to delete their accounts on the app without also deleting their Instagram. The change has been a long-requested feature among Threads users, many of whom were frustrated by the inability to purge their Threads profile without also nuking their Instagram account. The update comes shortly after Meta introduced another settings change that allows Thread users to opt out of having their posts promoted in Instagram and Facebook's main feeds. Despite the changes, Instagram and Threads are still tied very closely together. An Instagram account is required to join Threads, and the app's only messaging feature relies on Instagram's inbox. Threads also draws on users' Instagram presence for recommendations and other features. While Meta is unlikely to completely separate the two services, there's reason to hope that Threads may eventually become more independent. Meta has said it intends to make Threads compatible with ActivityPub, the open-source protocol that powers Mastodon and other services in the Fediverse. The company hasn't shared much about how this will work, but the integration should provide social media users with new ways to interact with Threads content, even if they prefer to steer clear of Instagram. Zelle recently made a huge change to its policy that would give victims of certain scams the chance to get their money back. The payment processor has confirmed to Engadget that as of June 30th, it started reimbursing customers for imposter scams, such as those perpetrated by bad actors pretending to be banks, businesses, and government agencies. Zelle's parent company said this goes beyond legal requirements. As Reuters noted, when it reported Zelle's policy change, federal laws can only compel banks to reimburse customers if payments were made without their authorization, but not when they made the transfer themselves. The payment processor, which is run by 7 U.S. banks, explained that it defines scams as instances wherein a customer made payment but did not get what they were promised. It had anti-fraud policy from the time it was launched in 2017, but it only started returning money to customers who were scammed, possibly due to increasing scrutiny and pressure from authorities. Zelle has driven down fraud and scam rates as a result of these prevention and mitigation efforts consistently from last year to this year, with increasingly more than 99.9% of Zelle transactions being without any reported fraud or scams. A series of stories published by the New York Times last year put a spotlight on the growing number of scams and fraud schemes on Zelle. The publication had interviewed customers who were tricked into sending money to scammers but were denied reimbursement because they had authorized the transactions. Thanks for listening. If you have a moment, rate and subscribe wherever you listen. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributors Steve Dent, Carissa Bell, and Mariella Moon, and was produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more.